The juice, the juice, the juice is on fire! Wait, is that even possible? Can juice even be on fire? What? What is up, guys? My name is GC Player, and don't you guys just love Saturdays? I know I do. It's my favorite day out of the week. Well, after Wednesday, because Wednesday is hump day. But anyways, guys, I want to get into today's commentary topic, and that is my first time smoking and getting high. But really quick, let me explain to you guys, if you're new around here, how Storytime Saturdays work. Now, I'd let you guys know some of the most bizarre, hilarious, weird, anything that's above average, normal, or anything like that, stories that happen in my life. Now, all of the stories that I tell you guys are real. I try my hardest not to make up anything, which I have been doing very well lately. I haven't made up anything in my Storytime Saturdays, so I try to save that for my Is It True series. But anyways, let's get into today's Storytime Saturday, and which is my first time getting high and my first time smoking. So I'm gonna tell you guys my first time smoking before I tell you guys my first time getting high, because there's a big difference. Now, my first time smoking, no, it was not a cigarette, guys. It was not a cigarette, guys. I said guys, excuse me, but it was marijuana, weed, Mary Jane, whatever you guys want to call it. But yeah, now as far as I remember, I was about I don't even want to put an age on it, guys, because I honestly do not remember. But I know I was under, at least I know I was under 9. Now a lot of you guys are like, dude, hold on, wait. This is what I'd be thinking if I was you. Either you was a messed up kid, or you're lying about some of this. Now, guys, I was a messed up kid. I was bad. I was not bad like you guys would, expect a bad kid to be. I was sneaky kind of bad. Now, I did not, anything I did that was bad, I tried my hardest not to let anyone know. But yeah, and this is one thing that I try not to let anyone know. And okay, so everyone in the house had left, as far as I can remember. Yeah, everyone was gone, and I was the only one there. So my mom smoked marijuana then, yes. So I looked in the ashtray, and I found a little roach. It was probably about at least 1 inch, probably 1.5 inches. I don't know, but I got it out the ashtray. And I was like, man, how am I light this? How am I gonna light this up? So I went to the stove and I lit it up. Once I lit it up, I puffed it in. I smoked it. I sucked it. Like, I sucked. Yeah, and I didn't inhale it. I sucked it. Yeah. I don't know how. Okay. Yeah, I sucked it. I was just thinking about that. Yeah, I sucked it. Nah, but I took a breath in, I guess you can say, and I did not inhale this smoke. I did not. I was like, and then I let the air back out, like, and I did it like 1 or 2 more times after that, and I put it out. I put it back in the ashtray, so I tried to leave no evidence. But yeah, so this is really crazy. This is the thing that I tried to do to cover up the smell. Now, instead of spraying Febreze or any kind of air freshener, it was around the 4th of July, and we still had some fireworks. Either we had fireworks that was left over, or we haven't used them yet. I can't remember if it was before the 4th of July or after. But anyways, I took a firecracker and I lit it inside the house. I put it inside a shoebox though. I put the firecracker inside a shoebox, and I lit the firecracker, hurry up and threw the firecracker inside the shoebox, and I let it pop just so the smoke can get the smell can get out. I don't know if it worked. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure it did work, because I never did get caught. But if she had came in at that moment, I don't think it would have worked, because that was a really stupid move of me to do. But anyways, yeah, that was my first time smoking weed, and let me tell you guys the real good part about this, and that was my first time getting high. Now, it was all about 2012 or 2011, one of the two, I can't quite remember. But I had stayed after school. I had walked from school to my friend's house. That was me and my little brother, and he was like my best friend. I knew him for a couple years. I stayed with him. Well, not stayed with him. I stayed the night at his house. Okay, so the night that I stayed the night at his house, we were all bored, nothing to do, nothing at all to do. And I always happen to be bored in some of my Storytime Saturdays, and that's what makes them so bizarre. But anyways, we were bored, we didn't have anything to do, so he called his big brother. Now, when he said he called his big brother, I think his big brother was going to be at least 2 or 3 years older than him. But after I figured out that his brother was only a couple months older than him, I was more comfortable with the situation. So he called his brother, and he told his brother to bring some weed over. Now, once his brother brought the weed over, like I just told you guys, I thought his brothers totally surprised me. I thought his brother was gonna be taller than me and be a couple years older than me, but his brother wasn't. His brother was actually shorter than me. It was his big brother, and my friend was older than me. And I was like, wow, you guys are short. And anyways, but that's off topic. But he was in our youth basically, and I felt a little bit more comfortable with it. But yeah, he brought the weed over, and he asked me. Well, he had a joint rolled up, rolled up in a little white paper at the tops. I think, yeah, he had one of those already pre-rolled, and we smoked that. But it was 5 of us. It was me, my little brother, my friend, his big brother, and his sister. I think that's 5. Yeah, it's 5. And we all was trying to share that one little joint. It was not going to get anyone high, but yeah, we all smoked that together at first, and it didn't get anyone high as far as I'm concerned. And he asked me, he was like, hey, you know how to roll up? I was like, yeah, knowing good and well I did not know how to roll up. I did not know how to roll up, bro. Nothing, guys. To this day, I still don't know how to roll up. But I told him, I was like, man, yeah, I know how to roll up. What you mean? I was like, who don't know how to roll up? I've been smoking for years, whatever. Lying my butt off. But anyways, he gave me the weed. I got the weed. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with not Reggie. I don't know if you guys are familiar with marijuana or weed or Mary Jane or whatever you guys want to call it, cannabis. But our generation categorize it. Well, our generation, I see put it in categories, and there's up to the best weed and the lowest weed, and two of the most known is Reggie and Kush. Well, he had brought some Reggie. Now, the Reggie is not so good as Kush. Reggie has seeds and stems and all the kind of stuff that you do not want in your weed. Now, not trying to influence you guys to go smoke any weed. No, don't do it, guys. Stay away from that. But anyway, he wanted me to break it down, and I tried to break it down. I was trying really hard to break it down, and he knew that for me not really being able to break it down is good enough. He knew that I have any experience with, rolling up weed. But he had took the weed bag. Excuse me, I got stuck a little bit there. But anyways, he took the weed bag, and he had a little blunt with him, a swisher. If you guys don't know what a blunt is, but anyways, he had the swisher, and he tried to open. I guess he tried to open it, and he opened it wrong or something like that. I think it broke or something. I can't remember. But we had to go back to the gas station to get a cigarette. I mean, not a cigarette, a blunt. I had to walk with his sister because his sister did not want to walk alone. His sister was 17. I guess the person at the cash register, he didn't ask for any ID. I guess he assumed that she was old enough. But anyways, we walked to the gas station, came back. After that, he rolled the blunt up. Once he rolled the blunt up, we smoked it. Now, this is where the good part comes in, guys. Once we started smoking, now I looked out the window. When I looked out the window, I was like, hey, you see that hand? I was talking to my little brother. I was like, hey, you see that hand? He was like, where? I pointed to it. And it was like, it was not really a hand, but for some reason, I don't know why, but I thought it was a monster hand. I swear, I was so convinced that it was a monster hand. Now, I'm talking to him, I'm like, hey, you don't see that hand right there? He was like, oh, yeah, I see it. And my little brother, he, agreeing with me, knowing good and well he did not see no hand, but I was really stuck on that hand, and I was like, man, there's a hand out here. And they like, man, what are you talking about? They sitting there laughing at me. They was like, man, this is the little dude is pranking, he tweaking. Anyways, so after that, I'm talking about the hand for at least a good 10 minutes and just looking at it, kind of shocked, and I'm really thinking it's a monster hand right there. But anyways, after that, we still smoking, whatever. Everyone sitting there laughing, chilled, everybody eyes loathing the mug and everything. But I got really horny. Now, guys, I don't know if you have been paying attention, but a lot of my Storytime Saturdays are like really freaky, sexual, nasty. I don't know. I think I'm just a freak person in general, but I got really horny, and I figured out that when I get high, now this has happened each and every time I have gotten high, is that I get really horny. Now, really quick, if someone is around me, I'm gonna just put this out there, and there's no girl around me, I've been told that I've acted super gay, and I remember it, but that's not something I'm proud about. But that's just a part of me being horny. I act, if it's not a girl around. They said, well, my big brothers told me that I was acting really gay, and they almost had to beat me up. But it's weird. I was really horny, and I was super horny that night. And his sister, oh my God, his sister had the fattest butt. Her sister butt was huge. And man, that's all I could think about, and I was like, man, I'm trying to hit this. I'm trying to, put some things in that. Ooh, don't catch my drift. I'm trying to put the pencil in the sharpener. Yeah. No, let's refer that to the hot dog and the bagel hole, donut hole. No, anyways, getting off topic, but that was kind of nasty. But I'm thinking about it, and at the same time, I'm like, man, I think I was 12 or 11. I'm like, well, whatever. I was at least like 5 years younger than her. She about 17. I'm knowing good and well that I'm not about to hit nothing that night. You might as well just keep my little wanger down and just stop thinking about it. But yeah. So that was another thing, and I was just like so stuck up on that part, and it was just something I figured out when me getting high. But and then after that, we had played the game for a while and we went to sleep. But yeah, we got in 10 minutes into this video. But yeah, that was Storytime Saturdays. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you're still here, please be sure to leave a like rating. You have to be here for some reason. I mean, you have to be here this long for some reason, right? So a like would be highly appreciated. If you didn't like the commentary, I understand. You can go ahead and leave a dislike. It doesn't bother me. But if before you leave that dislike, please let me know why you left the dislike. But anyways, if you're new around here, please be sure to subscribe and check out some of my other videos if you're not so sure about subscribing. I'm pretty sure you will not regret it. But anyways, thank all of you guys for watching. It's been Juicy Player, and I'll see you guys later. Sexy voice time. Bye. No, that was a bad sexy voice. The better sexy voice. Bye. That sounded kind of gay, but bye. 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 Bye.